Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdul Khalik. It is eh, being said nowadays that the life has become very hectic, that the life has become very stressful, and there should not be any doubt in it at all that the life has become very stressful indeed, that the life has become very hectic indeed. There should not be any sort of doubt in it at all. Dear friends, now in a situation like this one, I think that we have become quite an unhappy people nowadays, or maybe like somebody who is not a human, who is like a machine, like a robot, like a kettle. But mean ki we are doing the things like this one, and our life is not, it seems that not so natural but quite an artificial one. In all of that, I think that we need to return to the natural lifestyle, and we need to become happy. We need to do certain things very consciously, cautiously, for the purpose of being happy. That is really, really, really important. As far our today's discussion is concerned, again it is for the same purpose, for the same thought, that we could lead a happy life, that we could become a somewhat a natural, having a natural lifestyle. It is really, really important. And like every other discussion here on this channel, I have included the opinion of an expert, and our opinion, whose name is Isabel Cabrera, and she is quite a good, quite a well-known researcher and author. She has contributed a lot on the applied psychology, on the motivational sciences. But as for our today's her article is concerned, it is really a very, very beautiful article, and the caption of this very useful article is 14 simple ways that will make you happy every day. 14 simple ways that will make you happy every day. Indeed, we need to adopt several simple ways, many simple ways, so that we could remain a happy life, we could lead a happy life, and on a daily basis. Because like the food, like the sleep, like all the other rituals of the day, I think that we need to become happy on a daily basis as well. So let's look upon the 14 simple ways. What are these 14 simple ways? First of all, the author says, she says that staying offline when you wake up. Staying offline when you wake up. What is happening nowadays, that as soon as we people get up, the first thing we do is, before even leaving the bed, we take our smartphone, and we do see what sort of messages has arrived till now, and what are the updates, what is happening, what will happen today, what has happened last night. And it is the smartphone which has become our buddy. And the learned author says here that be offline when you wake up, staying offline when you wake up. And it does not mean that we cannot use the smartphone, but using it the first thing in the morning, maybe it's not as good, as good a thing. Number two, she says avoiding excessive caffeine. Yes, caffeine makes us alert mentally and physically. And caffeine, we people have become addicted to caffeine, although we should have been so at all. But at least what we can do is that our expert says that minimize the usage of the caffeine, because caffeine is not something healthy at all. It might relax, it does relaxes us momentarily, but in the long run it doesn't have any sort of positive effect upon our health at all, neither our physical health nor our psychological or mental health. The third thing our expert says, having a morning routine. Having a morning routine means several things. We should be some 4 to 5 things, being done in the morning on a daily basis. Like the first thing is to say the salah and to say the prayer, because that is something quite a spiritual one. Then listening to the recitation of Quran in a melodious voice. Again, it is something very much spiritual. And after having these two spiritual activities, we can go out on a walk, or we can read a page. We can read a page from noble, from glorious Quran, Quran with the translation, then we can go out. Then we can go out for a walk, and then on our return we can somehow chat with our family members or so. That there should be a morning routine comprising four five items on a daily basis. So these all four five items should be having a kind of pleasant, useful, beneficial effects upon our day, on the whole of our day. And now the third thing is that having a morning routine. Now the fourth thing our experts is having a nighttime routine. The morning routine and the nighttime. The nighttime routine, because that's also very important before going to the bed, before sleeping, and since it has a lot of impact upon our night. As for whatever our evening routine, our nighttime routine is concerned, I think it does poses a lot of effect upon our night. And if at all the night is not a good one, how come the day will be a good one at all? So I think that we do need to take care of the day, as well as we do need to take care of the night. And if at all we want to take care of the day, we need to have certain good routines about the morning. And if at all we do want to have a good routine, good night, and we want to spend a good night, in that context I think that we should be having a good evening or nighttime routines as well. Now the fifth thing is, say something nice to yourself in mirror. Mean stand in front of the mirror, and stand in front of the mirror and repeat a certain positive sentences, phrases about yourself. Repeat certain positive, constructive, useful, beneficial phrases and sentences, a few positive words every day by standing in front of the mirror. It will have a lot of effect upon our psyche, upon our psychology. And now the next thing, the sixth item our expert sees, getting sunlight. Yes, he is residing in a Western country, in a Western European country, and obviously sunlight is not so abundantly available over there. But here in our country, in our region, the sunlight is not a problem at all. But still, the sunlight is quite a good one. Sunlight does contain the vitamin D, and each one of us needs the vitamin D. Getting sunlight. Now the seventh thing our experts see is eating intuitively. Not eating just because of the routine, not eating because we like and we love to eat, not eating because of the habit of the eating, but here our author says that eating because when you feel the need of eating certain of one item, eat that particular item. And then unless you do feel the need of eating another item, it's better not to eat. That is called eating intuitively by our expert. Now, the number eight is practice gratitude. What is this, by the way? And I think that every motivational speaker, every trainer, everyone else who is giving the counseling is found saying that practice gratitude. And practicing the gratitude, is it important? Indeed, it is very, very important. Why is that important? Because what we have been doing till now, I think that we do criticize very, very frequently. We criticize very, very frequently. We complain very, very frequently. And I think that the both of these things are not having any positive effect upon our psyche at all. It does not mean that we cannot suggest the good things to the people. It does not mean that we cannot provide the feedback to the people, and we can do the both of these things. But I think that as for the criticism is concerned, as for the complaining is concerned, I think that as for the moaning and groaning about the life is concerned, I think that it must be contained, and it must be reduced as much as possible. Minimize it, and then we need to practice the gratitude as much as it is humanly possible, because it makes us happy indeed. That's why every motivational speaker trainer is found emphasizing the need to be grateful, to practice gratitude. And now the number ninth item is noticing all the little things. What does happen that we are seen ignoring, we are seen overlooking the small good items in our life. And if at all we are ignoring all of these small good items in our life, it actually means that we have decided not to become happy. I think that we need to become a happy person. We must be a happy person. And if we cannot be happy because the bigger thing does not happen on a routine basis, while the happiness is needed on a daily basis, if at all we feel the need of being happy on a daily basis, I think that we need to find the small items which are good in our life, which are the gift of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or which are being gifted because of our parents. I think we should not be ignoring it. We should not be underestimating the importance of the small items. That is why our expert says that noticing all the little positive thing, noticing all the little positive thing, noticing all the little positive thing. Yes, now the number 10 is having a laugh. There was a time that people used to laugh a lot, but the things have changed. Now I think that we it has become something very weird, and the people don't laugh. I think that we need to laugh at least once in a day, on a daily basis, at least once in a daytime, once in the 24 hours. We should practice laughing. And I remember there is an exercise club. There are people who do exercise in the morning at a park. What they do that at the end of the exercise, everybody or one of the person do tell a joke. Now as for the joke is concerned, whether it makes you laugh or not, but you have to laugh. And all the people standing over there, they laugh in competition with each other. They try to laugh as much as they can. So I think that laughter is the best medicine, and we do need to laugh at least once in a daytime. And now the 11th item our expert says, cleaning something personally. That is something what I have heard for the first time. But if at all a person cleans their own room, their own office, I think it does have a lot of positive effect upon our psyche. Cleaning with our, even if at all we can afford someone else by paying them, even if at all I think that the family member, the spouse is doing, I think by cleaning ourselves, it does give us a happiness which is actually, it is a kind of science. I may not explain it, but it is a science indeed, that cleaning our room, our office makes us very happy. And now the 12th and the last item is putting a coin in a jar. Again, it is a science. Putting a coin in a jar, again, it is a science. We might not be able to understand. I might not be able to explain it, but it makes us gives us happiness. I think that we should have a jar for the sake of collecting the coin, or the small currency note. We should be putting something in it on a daily basis, and once it is filled, then we can donate it to the needy people or in any good positive work. So it is again a science. I might not be able to explain it, like I could not explain cleaning one's own room or one's own office. So this was a beautiful article, 12 simple habits that will make you happy every day, by Isabel Cabrera, who is a well-known researcher and author. I think that we need to become happy. Happiness is a need, it's not a luxury. It's not a luxury, it's a need, and that's why I say that we need to become happy on a daily basis. Thank you.